Alright, I haven't made a video in a while, and I wanted to do another update on the firearm that I just purchased about a week and a half ago. I bought the M9 version of the Beretta. There is the 92 FS. I didn't buy the 92. I bought the M9 on the sole basis of our troops carry it, and it does say made in USA, even though I know this is an Italian gun. If you guys want, leave me a comment on why it says made in USA when it's an Italian gun. But the gun shop owner did only really tell me that the only difference between the M9, which is this gun, and the 92 are the sights. Obviously you can see that the M9 has just two sights, just, you know, front and back, and then the 92 FS has a sight in the front like it is, and then a white dot there and a white dot on the other side. But I was really happy to buy this gun. I mean, if anyone's ever watched Lethal Weapon or Boondock Saints or just any gun really, they always use the Beretta, whether it's a silver version or this black version. I love it. It's still a virgin. It's new. I haven't shot it at all. I haven't put a single round downrange yet, and I can't wait till I can, as soon as I get some free time from work. But we're gonna get into it. I've already unboxed it essentially and took out most of everything. If you're a really good gun owner, I would always read your instruction manuals and your safety manuals and, you know, all that stuff. But what I was really happy about, which I didn't know until I opened the firearm, I always knew that it would come with at least, obviously, one magazine. I'm doing this video on my iPhone with one hand, so bear with me here. And I've already safety checked it, but I will safety check it again for you guys if I can do it one-handed here. Eject the mag. There is no round in the chamber at all. But you know, it's a decent gun for my expectations. I do live in crappy California, so I am only restricted to 10 rounds, as you can see. And like I said previously, well, didn't really specify previously, but it does come with 3 10-round magazines, and I will not buy another 10-round magazine in California because the simple fact is it's stupid. Why would I waste my time, energy, money to buy another $30 made in Italy 10-round magazine when I can go to Kansas and live there and be able to buy a 18-round magazine plus one in the chamber? So I mean, if I wanted to do plus one, I guess I'd have 11 rounds. But you know, I guess that one extra round may or may not help. You never know. But here's the gun, and why I say California is so ridiculous is some of the other Berettas out there I've seen, they have ambidextrous mag releases. So obviously I'm right-handed, so here's my mag release right here. And on the other Berettas that I've seen in other states that allow it, they have one for left-handed people right here. And obviously you can tell it's not made for left-handed at all. So that kind of sucks because my brother is left-handed, so it's kind of difficult for him to have to maneuver. But hopefully when he comes back from his area that he's at right now, he'll be able to fire this with me. And everyone knows, you know, red is dead, and this is, you know, on safety. Obviously this is the decocker too. And what I mean by decocker is, we will go ahead and rack it back real quick to show you guys what I mean by that. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I mean by decocker is that the hammer is pulled back. Obviously, if you can see in there, there's the firing pin. So what I mean by decocker is this. So it's double single. Obviously, you can see the difference here. So it's a lighter pull here if you were at the range, opposed to when I hit the decocker, it does that. And then when I take it off decocker, see, it's going to be a much harder trigger pull. But the whole thing with decocker, and why law enforcement loved it until they transitioned over to the Glock, is the fact that you could have one in the chamber and then have it on safety, which you could obviously see it's on safety now, and there's no magazine in here. Is that this? So you could have a round in the chamber and a magazine loaded in here, and it won't fire at all. See? Won't fire at all. And then as soon as you take it off safety, remember red is dead, you have it. See? Now I don't like to dry fire, but I did it for you guys. And it's pretty standard. I love it. Like I said, I've always wanted one. And now that I have one, I can't wait to shoot it. Try to get you guys a close-up of everything there. And takedown is pretty easy. I've already took it down once. There's your takedown pin right there. You have to engage that as well as this right here. And it'll actually lunge forward, and then you can clean your gun. It's just like the Glock, pretty much. You take it apart. And, you know, maybe I'll do a video if you guys want of the inside of the Beretta, and the takedown and the cleaning of it. Just leave me a comment and let me know. But other than that, I mean, I've seen some torture test videos on the 92 FS and the M9, and the only issue I think I would have with this is during some torture tests, apparently because it's an open barrel configuration, when dirt and grime and dust and grit and all that stuff gets in here, you do get some jams and stuff like that. I do like the open concept though, and on my Glock I will be doing the same thing eventually here on the slide, getting some cuts put into it. But overall, I'm very happy with the firearm. I can't wait to shoot the 9mm. I do own a 40 caliber Glock Generation 3 Model 22, and it does have some kick to it with the recoil. I haven't shot a 9 yet. This is my first 9mm. My first gun I ever purchased was that Glock, and now I bought this Beretta M9. I do like the handling of it, and you know, I'm a decent sized guy. I'm about 6 foot and I weigh about 185 pounds, and where my finger sits with the trigger is just magnificent. I love the cuts and the deepness down here. I love the dovetail here. I had to actually put a dovetail on my Glock, so my you know, my hand wouldn't be caught or get cut by the slide when it retracts back and forth, when it ejects and loads around. But here we already have this dovetail basically made into the firearm, and I mean, just look at that. I mean, it sits back so well, you know, and it's just awesome. I mean, look at, I just, you know, I love it so much. Made the wife mad, but it is what it is, right? But other than that, guys, leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Well, here, before I end it, I suppose I can show you everything else that it came with. So like I said, and then to be honest with you, it came really heavily oiled down. I actually had to clean it off because it was basically dripping with oil. I used a 3-2-1 method with my Glock, and I used very light oil on that gun as well, and this was just soaked. It was saturated with just oil. I'm not sure if the lighting, you can actually see some of the oil still. I mean, look at that. It's just, I keep cleaning it and there's still oil coming out of it every time I rack it back and forth. But, you know, just clean it off a little bit and it's good. Don't let it be not oiled when you're shooting it for a few times. Look, right there. You see all that oil still? Dang. Because they will, like I said, jam and whatnot if you don't oil it as much as it needs. But like I said, with this being said, it did come with 3 10-round magazines. If you live in California, that is a standard 10-round magazines. And it does come in this hard case right here, which is the Beretta case. Here's the Beretta symbol right here. And if we walk this way, it came in this blue plastic right here, which is still saturated with oil. I mean, look at that. So it came with this, and like I said, it also came with whatever that's used for. I'm not too sure what this is used for. I believe it's, from what I gather, kind of, it's a crush can for shipping purposes. But I think what I'll use this for is to hold rounds and ammunition when I'm at the range. That's probably what I'll do with this. So it's a nifty little thing, kind of cool a little bit. And then here are the other 2 magazines that the firearm came with. So I mean, like I said, it came with three 10-round mags. It obviously didn't come loaded. I did put my home defense rounds in here because the area that I live in is kind of
not too bad with crime, but crime is anywhere in the world, I suppose. And I go with the model of, you know, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, if that makes sense to anyone. And these are hollow points, and these are the 119 grain ones. So, and these are Winchester, I believe, or Luger. So I mean, yeah. But other than that, I mean, that's essentially what it comes with. Like I said, I won't buy any more magazines for the firearm, just on the sole basis of I don't. And I probably won't buy another firearm in California. If I do, it'll be tough, but I'm not sure if I will. But if I can get anyone's to leave me a comment down there on the two that I am looking at buying, which would be the Springfield XD or XDM or the 1911. With you guys' help on that, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think on the Springfield or on the 1911, and those will be my next. One of those two will be my next purchase, and I'll do a video on that as well, like a surprise type of video of which one I bought based off of how many likes or comments I get. I do want to show you guys one of my Glock magazines though. This is one I bought in Kansas, so obviously it's a high capacity, but I did went out and I purchased these little nifty bad boys for home defense, and these are the RIP rounds, and these are terrible looking. I mean, I would say for home defense purposes, this is all you need, and this is a 40 caliber RIP round. If they weren't so darn expensive, I'd buy them for the 9mm for my Beretta, but they're like $50 for a box of 20. So during tax time, I kind of splurged on myself a little bit and bought these. I got 20 of them for about $55, I want to say. And these are just gnarly looking. I mean, look at that. So these are definitely, if you're breaking into a house or something and you get shot with one of these, just by how expensive they are, you must have really had that coming. I mean, these are almost as good as a gold bullet, and I'd probably go to you and dig the gold bullet out. So, I mean, you know, it's just kind of what it is on the expensive level. But yeah, these are pretty gnarly. Yeah, so anyways, leave me a comment or a like and let me know what you guys thought of the video. Like, again, sorry about the light. I'm in one of my rooms where, in this part of the house, it is just kind of dim, and it is like 10:30 at night. So yeah, please let me know what you guys thought of the video, and I will make another one.